Okay. Very pleased with this win. Take my hats off to New Mexico State. Jody does a great job. Obviously, the ball didn't fall their way this evening, but to our credit, holding a team to 42 points. That's a team that's locked in defensively. Let's see what I have here. 16 assists. So just very pleased how we're playing. Winning the last 4 to 5 games. Ending this week with 2 wins. Just overly pleased. I thought our girls were very locked into the game plan, and came out with a big W today.
Questions for Coach Sherard?
Yes, thank you. All right. So the ladies, they were huddled up right before they're running out. What are the last few things you were telling them right before they run out of the court to talk about this game?
In the beginning of the game?
Yes.
Well, our message is pretty consistently. We want to limit our opponent to 1 shot per possession. We want to really gang rebound. We want to win the rebounding margin. Transition defense is a big emphasis for us as well. So, the month of January, that our defense has been our Achilles heel, so we've really been working on that. So my message is pretty consistent. Defend the basketball, protect the paint, gang rebound, and then, try to make baskets when we shoot it.
Yes, all right. So New Mexico, they got the first 4 points up on that board pretty quickly in that first quarter, and then were very quickly, just as quickly, it cut off, and then the Flames maintained a 10-point or 20-point margin for the remainder of the game. Do you think that early cutoff of their lead was beneficial, continuing to keep that large point margin throughout the entire game?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, for us, as leads progress and grow, for us, it's about consistency. And we definitely were talking about that throughout the timeouts. We really didn't want to look at the scoreboard. We just really wanted to emphasize and focus on our intensity and our defensive assignment. So, held them to 5 points, 10, 11, and 16. So that's pretty consistent, good defense throughout the 40 minutes. And that's kind of been an Achilles heel for us as well, just the inconsistencies. So, just holding them and keeping that lead, staying consistent was definitely a great look for us tonight.
With a bench score of 21 points in the first half, this is a team that is obviously utilizing every woman on this team. This isn't just a starter team. How have you found that utilizing every lady's talents and capitalizing off their capabilities on the court has led to benefits within your season and within team chemistry?
Well, I think we're living in the most monumental example. When one player gets injured, next player has to step up. And one of our goals that we have, we always say for us to achieve our goal, it's going to take the whole family. So I think it's very difficult in any sport to just win a championship with just your starters. So sometimes you're only as good as your bench, because with injury, with foul trouble, anything can happen. So, if your bench isn't producing, it's going to be very difficult, because, there are a lot of games during the course of the year. So we need our bench to definitely be consistent and help us. And they did a great job tonight, outscoring New Mexico 36-21. That was a big assistance for us tonight.
Yes. You spoke about injuries. Obviously, Avery Mills is injured, and there was also another young lady that walked off the court briefly with an injury.
Malia Alexander.
Thank you. How have you seen the ladies step up and fill in where they need to be and where their teammates can?
Well, just again with Avery, she's 16 points per game. You have games like tonight with Claudia; she gives us 17. Lydia off the bench gives us 11. So any given night, it could be. We have a pretty good scoring team. Obviously, it could be a different player every game, but so that's something we try to. We want to play free on offense, but that's not something that we really focus on. Our focus is going to be on the other side of the basketball, defend and rebound. We feel like those are the things we can control, because sometimes when you shoot a great shot, you execute a great play, sometimes you just don't make the shot. So with us focusing on defense, I think usually our offense takes care of itself.
With the championship less than about a month away, what are the things this team is truly working hard towards getting better at, staying consistent at, and turning over points out of the court for?
Well, the month of February so far, like I said, we won 4 to 5. We just want to continue to improve. We definitely want to continue with this defensive scheme. We've been holding teams, relatively low defensively. And moving forward, we just have to continue to learn how to win. It's going to take, the whole season for us to maximize our potential. And we want to be playing our best basketball in March. So I think, this team does a really good job just with regards to game preparation. They do a really good job applying post-game film analysis, and just with regards to application and moving forward when we're, looking at our mistakes from the previous games. They do a pretty good job applying what we've learned. And I think, with that recipe, that's a good recipe for success.
Who are some girls that you have seen just consistently giving a consistent, excellent performance? The girls that are showing up and gaining a lot from film, that are performing well in practice and turning that into performing well in games?
Oh, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to say the whole team does a great job. We ask, everyone has their role on the team. Usually in film, we're probably talking about everyone on the roster on our team, just as far as their areas of improvement, areas that they're doing well. So I would say everyone's on the team. Like I said, it's not going to be one or two people for us to achieve our goal. It's going to take the whole family. So I'm very, very pleased with our ladies, how they've just responded. We had a tough January month, but this team has no quit. And for us to continue to succeed, it's going to take all of us to be in the right state of mind and for us to all be moving forward and on the same page.
Having a team mindset for the Flames of being a team family and not just relying on the starters or one or two girls, how has that really benefited and set Liberty aside from other teams?
Well, this is a very close-knit family. They're off the court, they're together, they enjoy one another's company, and I think that carries over onto the court. And I think, when you have a close chemistry, great culture, which we're very conscious of for our team, that carries over onto the floor. And like we're experiencing now, when one person gets hurt, when, Malia gets injured tonight, so that's going to be someone, maybe changing a new role or having to score maybe a couple of more points above their average. But again, at the end of the day, everyone works hard. Everyone understands their assignment, and that's primarily, defend, rebound, limit your opponent to one shot per possession.
Do you have any updates for us on her injury and her status right now currently?
Malia Alexander? No, not yet. I saw her in a boot, so I'm sure I'll get a report here shortly in the next couple of hours. I'm not sure.
Thank you. So the last 3 games against New Mexico State for the Lady Flames have been decided by a 10-point or smaller margin. How has it felt to walk away with this game with a much larger point margin? Is that exciting? How is that making the team feel?
Yeah, for sure it was exciting. I think we played really good from the start. I know they started 4-0 for them, but after that we just locked in on defense. Shots were falling. So New Mexico is always a hard team to play. They're really tough on their court. It's really hard to win. It's always close. So for sure it was really exciting, and it gave us motivation to get this win.
How do you as a team, how do the Lady Flames as a team not get comfortable in the lead and continue to remain intense and just as competitive as if they were down?
So we don't really look at the score. We just try to have fun together, and when we have fun, we get in a rhythm. Shots start falling, and yeah, we really enjoy playing with each other. So we just try not to look at the score and just keep playing basketball.
Specifically for this game, it kind of seems that whenever a girl gets a shot, she kind of ends up having a scoring run. There was groups of girls that were getting 2 to 3 points, and then it would switch off, and another girl would get 2 or 3 points. When you see someone hitting their stride in the game, do you and your teammates find yourselves kind of looking for them to give them the opportunities to shoot and score?
Yeah, for sure. We just try to execute the plays, but of course, if someone's getting hot, trying to find them, it's always good. But we know at any time anyone can score. We try to just find the open shot, move the ball. So yeah.
That's awesome. You were able to break away, get the score, get the lead for the Flames early on in the first quarter. How are you maximizing your opportunities while out there on the court?
Yeah, I was just locked in, doing what I do every day. Sometimes the shots don't fall, but I just try to stay locked in the game. Just my teammates were finding me too, so I just kept shooting while I was finding the rim open. And yeah, just keep taking those drives, finding players.
How do you find your teammates who are the teammates that are really working out their hard for you, that are getting you those open lanes, that are getting you those passes, that are staying open for your passes? Who do you really see excelling in that area?
I feel like everyone tries to play unselfish. Sometimes it's hard, like in the moment, to find the open player, but I know everyone's trying to find it. Yeah, I feel like everyone can find me. Hmm.
When you were getting, obviously you said you don't typically look at the scoreboard, but when you feel yourself kind of getting those point after point, you know, you've got something in a row, what, does that make you feel like you hit your stride in a game? Or what makes you personally as an athlete feel like you're having a good game and it's going well?
Yeah, obviously it feels nice when the first shots start going in, but it's a long game, it's 40 minutes, so I just try to have fun and yeah, stay in the course of the game, keep shooting.
Tonight, did you ladies as a team go into this game with the mindset of we're going to have fun, we're going to get some points on? What was the biggest goals and ideas coming into this game tonight?
So we've been really focusing on our defense, getting our energy from our defense. So when we started getting those stops, it gives us so much energy. The bench is locked in, like cheering for each other, and then it feels like the offense just comes easily.
Do you think defensively this team is continuing to get better throughout the season as you worked on it?
Yeah, we've been working on it like a lot, and we haven't let the results sometimes affect us. We just show up every day, like working hard, trying to get better on defense, and like sooner after, like the results were gonna come up, and I feel like we're in a really good space right now. So yeah.
That's great, right? Towards the end there, it seemed that a couple of maybe one or two New Mexico State players were getting a little bit more handsy. There's a couple of fouls going on out there, a little bit more aggressive towards the end as the game was coming to a close. How do you stay as a player locked in, focused, and calm, and continue to play your best game while someone's physically trying to
Yeah.
stop you?
Yeah, of course, it's not nice to be losing by a lot. So I get that they wanted more and they were mad, but we just have to stay locked in our game plan, executing, playing good defense till the end because it's a 40-minute game. Like we need to play for 40 minutes. So I think just reminding each other, like huddling when something was going wrong, like everyone talking, that really helped us.
Right. With the championship coming up, what are some things that people should be looking out for during your games coming up? You guys, like you said, you're very much focusing on defense. Should we be looking for other people capitalizing excitingly, or should we be looking for certain plays that you guys are excited about? People are watching, what should they be looking for?
Well, we're just gonna keep working on defense. We got better. We need to get better. Like there's always room for improvement, and I feel like if we get that energy, like we've been getting now from our defense, the offense is just gonna come. Like we execute really good, so when we get to that rhythm, like we're having fun. So
Overall, how do you and your teammates feel about your performance tonight?
yeah, it was great. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but everyone was having fun. Like you could see smiling, celebrations, like people getting out of their comfort zone. So it's really nice, like to win twice in a week. So yeah, that was really exciting.